Welcome back, everyone, to the channel Average Cox Gaming. I got a brand new video today, Ark Survival Evolved, and I've been wanting to make this video, but I've really been on the fence about it because I haven't seen people using this method, and I almost feel like it's too OP and it might get nerfed, but also, I mean, I don't really want people using it against me. But anyway, so bottom line up front is, in the last TLC, they kind of snuck in an ability for the Carnos. You may or may not have noticed it. But anyway, their alternate attack is now, the headbutt attack is now a bleed. And it does 5% of the health of whatever you hit with it. And it's not the health that they currently have. It's their entire, it's 5% of whatever their max health is. So, for example, if they have 10,000 health, it'll do 5%. If their max health is 10,000, 5% is 500. If they're down to 1,000 health, but their max health is still 10,000, even if their health is down to 1,000, it will still do 500 damage. Okay? And it doesn't matter what the level of the Carno is, meaning you only want to level HP in the Carno. Melee does not make a difference at all when it comes to the Carno. Also, no matter what you're attacking with the Carno, armor, the passive armor that some creatures have, like turtles and stegos, saddles, they do not affect this. The bleed completely ignores any sort of armor. It's crazy. And I've been using them a lot lately, probably since... I've been using them since, I want to say, Christmas time, when that event was going on. One of my friends that he does a lot of PvP videos, we were talking about it, and so I tested it out. I was like, wow, it's so broken. It's crazy, and I'm going to show you in this video. I'm telling you, and then we're going to test it in the video so you can see for yourself that what I'm telling you is fact. So these are absolutely crucial for AB PvP. Now, the bleed does not stack. You can spam it if you want, but it does not stack. It doesn't matter how many Carnos you have, how many times you hit it. It's only one bleed at a time, but over the course of that bleed, it's still going to do 5%. As you can see, I spawned in this ridiculously high turtle. It's a level 1 Carno. The turtle saddle is crazy high, unrealistically high, and this turtle's getting shredded by this Carno. It's completely ignoring the fact that it has millions and billions of HP and that the saddle is ridiculously OP because it doesn't matter. It's a percentage. It's a raw percentage. So it doesn't matter what the saddle is. It doesn't matter what the armor is. It doesn't matter how much HP it has. It's going to be, during the duration of every bleed, 5% of the max health. Okay, so there's your baseline right there to kind of show you. Again, melee doesn't matter. So what I'm doing is breeding my Carnos and just pumping all of their points into HP so that they have the best survivability. So it's super crucial for AB PvP because obviously in a lot of other maps you have Gigas. And Gigas are really good at shredding pretty much anything. They're so OP in official right now. They're so overpowered in official PvP. But in Aberration, we don't have that. We have, you know, our DPS dinos, you know, Megalos and Spinos are the two high DPS dinos. There's some other ones that people will use, but those are the two big ones. And they've definitely done they're keeping up as far as mutations and their melee, but they just cannot compete with the amount of tanky dinos that are allowed in AB nowadays. Obviously, Paracers, Stegos are super tanky right now. They're super broken. I'm sure you've seen a million videos on YouTube. The giant turtles are broken. Gas bags are impossible to kill. I mean, they're so hard to kill. But with the Carno, all of those, it doesn't matter what they are. It ignores all of those special defenses and just completely bleeds them out. And it's great, especially for gas bags. Gas bags are incredibly difficult to kill. Even with like your top tier Spinos, they're really hard to kill. But anyway, this is another example here. Let me see. Okay, so this is a Paracer with a really high, unrealistic saddle. It's not a platform saddle, but it doesn't matter for the purpose of the video. But anyway, Paracer, probably one of the most common, Paracer gas bag, two most common things people soak with on AB. Obviously, it completely shreds. I mean, the Paracer is just a big tanky thing that you can build platforms on, and they have a ton of HP. They get to about 140,000 now, at least on PlayStation 4 official PvP. And then this next test is just to kind of show that it doesn't matter how many Carnos are using the bleed, it doesn't stack. Like in this case, basically 2 headbutts between each Carno would absolutely kill the Paracer. And I'm going to show you that they attack it for a while. It gets shredded, but it doesn't like kill it any faster than it normally would. So with that said, another thing to keep in mind, it's raw math would be 20 bleeds kills anything, basically. The caveat being, one, you have to let the bleed like fully do its duration. So the bleed has to, fully bleed out for its duration to, if you're counting like 20. Obviously, you can just keep spamming the bleed until whatever you're hitting dies. The other caveat is 20 is the raw number, but as we know, creatures like passively heal. So realistically, 21 is probably closer, 21, 22, depending on if it's, getting healed in the middle of it or if it's just passively healing. But anyway, this is just showing it doesn't matter how many Carnos you have. If it's stacked, it would just be dead. It's just that one bleed at the top right, the broken bone. It just does that. Whatever one, every time they hit it, it applies a new bleed, but it cancels the old one. So you can only have one bleed on at a time. Now, it was really funny because recently we had a pretty decent pull-up to our poly TP, and they were just coming with racers and stegos and big turtles. And I was just, it's laughable if someone comes out on a Carno, but everyone's struggling. I just come out on a Carno and it instantly just starts getting bloody. And I'm not talking about like the bleed animation, but like the little streaks of blood they start to get, instantly starts getting bloody when I start coming out, a few seconds after I come out. The same thing, I'm trying to remember, there was another one, it was really funny. They tried throwing a Carbonemes into our metal TP, and so everybody's trying to kill it. It's taking forever. There's like 2 Meglos and like a Spino or something trying to kill it, and a mana. Taking forever. I just come over with the Carno and start headbutting it, and it just gets shredded. So I'm telling you guys, like, you could tame Carnos, throw a saddle on them, and take them out there. Obviously, the tamed ones, they're gonna get comped, comboed to death. But you want to pump health. That's honest to goodness. And so the test was if it's 5% of the max health, which is what it is, and that was kind of one of the arguments that I had with one of my one of the guys I play with. Anyway, so for this Paracer, it has 119,000, which 5% of its max health is about 5996 or something like that. So that means every full headbutt would do 6,000, right around 6,000 damage, and so that's what we're testing here. Versus because it has 46 right now, so 5% of 46 is like 2,000 and change. So that's what we're testing here. We're gonna do the headbutt. If after the bleed wears off, it has 39,000 left, we know it's not the amount of health it has at the moment. It's its max possible health for its health bar. And we'll see that in a moment here. So there you go, 39,000. So it's very strong. And I think that they added this. I don't think it's a PvE element because Carnos are a pain in the ass now when it comes to PvE, but I really do think it's a PvP element specifically for Aberration because the tanky dinos have outpaced anything on Aberration that can really eat them. Gigas obviously are still great for eating tanky dinos, but on Aberration it's much more difficult. And so I think this was like it was on the down low. A lot of people didn't know about it. It was on the TLC, but the Carno didn't officially get a TLC type of thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's very good. Absolutely crucial for ab defense or offense, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, check it out. Get you some Carnos. I'm telling you, these things are super awesome. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.